Hello, I'm Her Royal Highness Princess Moradeun Adedoyin-Solarin, and it's great to be on the Global Win sofa. Princess is not a nickname or a pet name, it is my title. I'm the granddaughter of a Yoruba monarch in Nigeria, West Africa. So, what are the two things that drive me? First, my children. Um, I take a lot of inspiration from my children because I know that it is my duty to leave this world a better place for them than I met it, just like my parents did before me, and I'm sure they will do before their children. I instill into them a lot of values, ethics, a lot of my tradition and my culture, and I hope to God that I've done a great job. The second thing that drives me is the fact that I'm aware and I know without a shadow of doubt that I'm one of God's highest forms of creation. Yes, as a human being. And therefore, I belong to a bigger picture. I belong to a bigger, wider family of highest forms of creation. And what does that say to me? It says that because I'm a higher form of creation, it is expected of me to excel in anything that I do, that I say, or how I react. And that also drives me to ensure that I do the best. What I would like to say about mentorship. What is mentorship? Mentoring is those people that you go to, your to-go person. You can call them up and ask them for help, for advice, for support, a word to pick you up when you are unsure or you don't know what to do. I've had quite a number of them, but I'm going to talk about two. The first one is Chief Julie Coker. She was my first boss when I started work in television as a young 17-year-old, frightened, vulnerable young girl. And she is still alive today and she's still in my life. We're still friends till today. She taught me a number of things, but there are two things that I'll mention. She taught me about self-confidence, how to build my self-confidence. She said, you will need this in anything that you do in life. If you're not confident in what you're doing, then it's not worth doing at all. So I picked that and I still use the confidence that I've built to do anything that I do. The second thing I learned from Chief Julie Coker is responsibility. If you look around the world, there's a lack of responsibility in leadership in a variety of ways, from homes to community to the society at large. And therefore, if each of us are able to take on that mantle of responsibility alongside the mantle of leadership, we'll go a very long way. I have learned to be responsible in anything and everything that I say or do. It's so key. I want to now talk about my second mentor of blessed memory, Dr. Miriam Makeba, Africa's songbird, who was a freedom fighter from a very young age, and she used song and her writings. What I learned from her is two things: how to be calm. Don't be hasty to respond to things. And also I learned what she called being intentional. I heard that word first from her before it became a buzzword. And she would say every time I went to visit her in her country home in Durban, South Africa, she would say, Princess, my baby, you have to learn to be intentional in anything that you do in life. Because at the end of the day, there's always a response to your being intentional. It could be bad, it could be good. So make sure that what you're intentional about is a good thing. And I still hear her voice in my head. Thank you, Mama Miriam Makeba, for those wise nuggets that you dropped in my life. What do I want to say to you, our viewers? Nobody can tell the story of a place or a people except the main actors. You must have sat where they sat, felt their pain, understand their challenges, embrace their celebrations, and therefore you'll show empathy to people, especially after the outcome of COVID-19 and after the ban has been lifted, so we'll be able to move around a bit. But you know what? We still need to understand that as human beings, it's about each one touch one. We actually need each other now more than before. Now that we're even going to restrain how we hug or how the social distancing is there. So please ensure that you're there for one another. Each one touch one. And to Gwen, Global Win, my family. First of all, thank you, Dr. Bola Labisi, the brains behind Global Win. Thank you for enabling me and allowing me to be a part of this amazing movement. of women inventors, innovators, and exceptionally creative minds. I'm so honored to be a part of this, and I'm proud to call myself a Global Win ambassador. I hope everybody has taken a nugget or two away from what I've said today. And until same time, take care of yourselves, be intentional, be responsible. See you soon.